This is the last bit you will need to listen to, and then that will be the end of the night. So, unfortunately, I only finished writing it off like an hour before this sort of started. So I haven't been able to sort of rehearse it. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to just read it from the piece of paper. I know when you lot done all your speaking and listening assessments, no one was allowed to read from pieces of paper. But no, there's always double standards, and that's fine. So, so everyone in this room can now say that they are a survivor. What have you survived? Southend City Academy. Yeah? You can all officially say that you have survived Southend City Academy, and what a journey it has been. For those of you that were here in year 10, you have experienced 4 head teachers. You would have been initially interviewed by Miss Wallace, then we went through a period of being headless. Then we welcomed Mr. Wright, Mr. Sandar. You'll remember him referring to you as Mr. 60 kgs. Mr. Wright was followed by Miss Palmer, and finally the lovely Miss Strawn joined us and has been with us ever since. Whew. So before we get to start, we have to give a little shout out to some of the teachers that have passed through the academy that aren't here to celebrate this special occasion with us. Our first shout out is to Mr. Abasoye. Without him, engineering wouldn't have been possible for many of you. Engineering. Do you get the reference for those of you who had it? Engineering. Yeah, okay, cool, good. We also have to give out a shout out to Miss Cavendish. So I know she had a very spiritual impact on a lot of you. And then finally, we have to give a shout out to Miss Morsh. So 11B, you were all fortunate to have Miss Morsh in year 10. And I know a lot of you have told me how much you enjoyed her poetry lessons. And they're wrong. Over the last 2 years that we have been at the academy, I have witnessed many things. Some things have been great and inspirational, and other things have caused me to lose sleep and question my life choices. One thing I never knew before coming to the academy is just how many boys can fit into one toilet cubicle. I once witnessed at least 15 boys come out of the same toilet cubicle, and the 15th boy wheeled out on a skateboard. You know who you are. I won't name no names. The other month, I walked into the boys' toilets, and it appeared that I had walked into a fully organised underground Fight Club pay-per-view event, complete with cameramen and ringos. But for as much as there has been some turbulence, there has been an equal amount of care, respect and guidance that has been provided to you all by the staff based at the academy. It is great to see so many of you here today. You are all looking very slick, suave and sophisticated. Looking out at all of you, I don't just see students, but a remarkable group of young adults who have grown as individuals, who have learnt important lessons both academically and in life, and who have cultivated a deep, unmatchable love for GCSE English. So, 11C, you've been my form group for this year, so can we get a cheer from the 11C people out there? So 11C, you've been an amazing form group. We have established the kingdom of Kennedy, and long may it reign. Bogdan, where is Bogdan? You've only been in the country for a year. English wasn't your first language, but you've always worked hard and made every effort to do well in class. All of the staff are massively proud of the progress that you've made this year. Mia, it wouldn't be unusual for you to pop out of a cupboard halfway through one of my lessons. It kept me on my toes, never knowing when or where you was going to pop out. But it was really good to see you grit your teeth and sit all of your exams at the end of the year. So well done. Janine, Shani, Maisie and Khadija, thank you for letting me be one of the girls. I enjoyed our conversations and I'll miss them. Mads and Ruby, I'm really excited to see the grades that you get when it comes to results day. And it really has been a pleasure pushing you both to get those higher grades. 11B. Where are the cheers, 11B? 11B. You've been at the academy for 2 years, but unfortunately I only got the chance to teach you this year. Zebs, I award you the title of the best athlete at Southend City Academy. I've watched you skill up everyone in football, consistently sink baskets from the halfway line, and just dominate in all sporting aspects. Ewan and Zanai, you two put me onto the baddies east. You both have always brought a lot of energy to your English lessons, which the whole class has always benefited from. Dan and Kyron, I'll never forget the story that you wrote about me, the Hulk and Shrek. One day I hope to see published. You both have made massive progress this year, and you should be proud of how far you have both come. 11A. So what group you have been? If you remember from the start, the dream has always been for a long time, everyone in the class, grade 4s and above, yeah? But even if it doesn't happen, you've all worked massively well, and you should be really proud of the journey that you have been on. Khalil and Ibrahim, I remember your first day when you both sat in opposite corners of the room from each other. I thought you hated each other, but today you sit here as my favourite pair of twins. Dejan, there's been a malicious rumour circulating that you beat me in an arm wrestle. Mate, it's 1-1, and we need to settle the score before you leave tonight. Olivia Ancliffe, what a turbulent year 10, where you went from 10B to 10A, back to 10B, to return to that 10A, and then you went back to 10B, but finally you settled in 11A, and you've absolutely smashed your 11. You've completed it. Molly, you always set high standards that the others have tried to emulate, and in doing so, you have raised the levels of everyone in 11A. Thank you. Yeah. Now I know there's some of you that haven't necessarily shouted out, but there's only so many names I can put in when I'm writing a speech watching Love Island. Yeah, so you'll have to forgive me. So, whilst you've all been at the academy, there have been tears of joy and tears of frustration. But through it all, you have all shown resilience, kindness, and an unwavering spirit. You have not only learned academic lessons, but also the lessons of life. Tonight symbolises the end of a chapter in your lives. Take it all in, take photos that you can look back on in the future. So before everyone leaves, I need like form group photos, like all the group photos. And if I haven't had a photo of you with you, we need one. So after today, you won't hear me shout, "Let's go, people," and you won't get to hear any more of my jokes. But as one chapter close, we'll say that again, yeah? So you won't get to hear any more of my jokes. But as one chapter closes, another opens. Embrace the opportunities that life presents. You only get one life, and it is up to you to make the most of it. At times, there will be challenges and adversity, but face these with courage and never stop believing in yourself. If you can survive the academy, you can survive anything. It has been an absolute pleasure teaching you all. I will remember this year group for a very, very long time. I view you all as soldiers of the kingdom of Kennedy. The world is yours for the taking. Go out there and conquer it.